Казвам се Анжела Пенчева и съм в инвалидна количка от раждането си. Всички движения са ми много вредени и първото впечатление на някои хора е, че аз нищо не мога да правя. Именно това е най-голямата трагедия, защото за най-малкото действие аз разчитам на другите хора, най-вече на майка ми. Това понякога ми тъжи.
Was a really inspirational piece about this artist with cerebral palsy and watching her day-to-day watching her day-to-day challenges and overcoming it to create art, and seeing the community she's that's built around her, specialists who have helped her, and friends and similar conditions, all working together and creating art. And I think that's a really beautiful thing to see. I think, it was paced out the short was paced out really well. I think the soundtrack added a nice, pensive yet upbeat look at this at this woman and her artistic process. And it was so great to just see her really excel and find joy in art despite some of the physical limitations. And I think it's really inspirational. And
Aneha gives a voice to the cerebral palsy people in the world, which is great because we don't hear a voice of the representation of people dealing with that condition as often as we should. And her discussing how she feels like a burden to her mother. Her mother talks about how she thought that she would be a ballerina because she was always on her toes, which was really a sign of her condition. But, at the time when she was younger, they thought that that would be, something that she would become. And they used to call her my little ballerina. And it ends up being interesting because how she started to utilize dance in her own day to day, even though, it's not in a traditional way that you think. How performing in theater gave her a voice outside of her condition, outside of her illness. The disabled theater company, I thought it was an amazing idea because just because you're disabled, who's to say you can't present yourself in an artistic way? Who's to say you don't have an artistic voice? I thought it was fascinating how they used the letterboard to allow her to speak, how the eyes become sort of the computer control, like the mouse, which allows her to create her own content. I thought it was wonderful how they utilized dance and movement, and how you can tell that there was a real enjoyment there through the laughter, which is something that, regardless of disability or not, is a undeniable thing. Someone smiling, someone laughing is undeniable, and you can tell that there was pure enjoyment from having something to allow this artistic outlet of these disabled people.
I'm so inspired by her as she does not let her condition stop her from creating amazing art. I love meeting her, her mother, and other artists and specialists who have worked with her and who love and really appreciate her and her work. I enjoyed the dynamic camera work, lots of close-ups and clever shots of her and others in performances from a variety of angles. I love the moving soundtrack in this one, and this film actually brought me to tears. She will definitely inspire so many others.
What a delightful and inspiring documentary. I can't think of a more inclusive environment for someone like Anjela to be in. I just really just makes me happy for her as an individual. And you would hope to see more of this just across the globe. Really fantastic work. I just personally, again, found it inspiring hearing her story. I thought it was told really well here, edited well, just pieced together in a just an interesting and compelling way that really the whole picture is that much better just for the way it was constructed.
It was a really feel good film. You know what I mean? It was really inspiring and really like it made me restore my faith in humanity. And, you know, I always say the strength of a documentary rides and dies on the subject matter, and this was really interesting subject matter in that, like, we've seen just documentaries about people who have disabilities before, but this was a new angle on it, and I really like that as far as like achieving their dreams that people wouldn't expect, people wouldn't think that they would be their dreams or that they would accomplish. So I really like that new angle on the documentary about people with disabilities.
Message is great in there of, like, you know, looking beyond the disability, sees, like, you know, creative people, you know, everything like that. And like the focus on Angela was really awesome. Like, she, you know, you could see her dream, you see her dreams coming true and everything. And I think that it was made very well to show off, you know, this person, but also like a whole system that, you know, brings up people, and that's really nice.